Hi, hello. My name is Agatha, and this is the prediction for the year 2016 for the sign of Aries. This will be a month by month prediction. There is 12 months, and I'll be using two different decks, and pulling two cards for each month. So I'm using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg and the Mini Rider Waite. Oops, the Mini Rider Waite. And if you like a private reading with me, you can send me an email to dunyazad@gmail.com. For instance, this reading has the cost of 50 euros. It's 24 cards, and I write them down. I write all my readings. It's no software readings. I write them myself in English, of course, in Portuguese if you like learning the language, if you like to. And if you have a sun sign, a moon sign, or rising sign in Aries, this is the reading for you. Plus, if you have a stellium in Aries, which is at least 3 planets in the same sign, you can see this reading as well. So let's start. For January 2016, the cards that came out for you were the Three of Coins and the Six of Wands. So maybe there's some sort of reward and success, maybe in your place of employment. Maybe there's some sort of recognition or promotion even. So you get recognized by your peers or by the ones by your leaders or by the boss, that you have great skills, you do very good work, so you get recognized, you get a promotion. Could be that. If it's like creative work, you might also get a reward, get a prize, get recognition of some kind. I'm thinking, I don't know, literary prize, I don't know, Grammy, something like that. I don't know, some sort of recognition, like a public recognition. You're feeling very proud of yourself. You'll be feeling very proud of the quality of work that you're doing. For the month of February, you have the Magician and the Page of Swords. So let's say you've been promoted in January. So this month you might be starting a new type of job, like a job that you haven't tried before, or you might be implementing some types of new techniques, some types of new measures, something which was never tried before. Aries is original, is an original type of sign. He tries everything once, he or she. If it's creative work, you might be starting a new project, something which you never tried before. Let's say, again, I'm thinking about writer. Let's say you've always written in the thriller genre, something like that, and now you decide, I want to try, I don't know, kids books or whatever. I'm going to try a different type of thing, maybe within the same area, but different somehow. This can also mean, because the magician manifests what he wants or what she wants, this could be, playing around with the law of manifestation or with the law of attraction. Like you're trying for the first time, you're implementing the principles of this law during the month of February 2016. So for the month of March of 2016, you have the Nine of Clubs and the Five of Clubs. During these months, you're like guarded. You're guarded, you're defensive, you're defending yourself, you feel you must defend yourself. Maybe there's some sort of competition, or you are within a very competitive environment in your career, in your profession, in your workplace, so you like defending yourself. defending yourself, protecting yourself. Could be that, or could be some sort of inner conflict, and this inner conflict makes you be on your guard and not be very open and be, you know, guarded, reserved. So this month might have the emphasis on self-protection of some sort. March, April, which is your month, I mean, not necessarily, and it's interesting. uh, Aries, it's late March and part of April. But in April, the cards that came out were the King of Clubs, which represents you, and the Wheel of Fortune. The King of Clubs usually represents this. This is a man. I'm going to read it as a man, but not necessarily. Could be also a woman. Um, could be a man in his late 30s, up and after the age of 40, someone who's mature, responsible, someone from the fire sign, from the sign of Aries. That's why I say it represents you, Leo or Sagittarius. So if this is you, this is a person is a leader. For instance, imagine that, I don't know, if you didn't get the promotion before, you might get the promotion now during this month. Whatever it is, you'll have some sort of transformation, like out of the blue transformation in your life, because the Wheel of Fortune is in this reading. And so, so a promotion could mean that, could be that, but not necessarily. It could be anything. And because April is your month, you might be having a birthday this month. So that's why I say it represents you. Um, Whatever it is, I don't know exactly what it is. Could be positive, could be negative, but it kind of signifies some sort of transformation in your life. If this isn't you, it can mean that you'll be dealing with a person like this, with the King of Clubs. And the King of Clubs usually is a bit domineering, can be a bit arrogant, but is very charismatic. He has a fiery personality, um, leads easily, knows where to go, a domineering type of person, but also popular, one can say that. So you might be dealing with this sort of person. This sort of person might bring some changes into your life. April, no, January, February, May. In May 2016, you have another major arcana, the Tower, the Falling Tower, and the Page of Wands. Again, different types of meanings. The Tower usually isn't a very good positive card, I'm sorry, but not necessarily. For instance, falling in love, I usually associate it with this card because it's something that happens that kind of changes your whole inner self, and this is what happens to your inner self. You feel like you're not grounded, so that's not a bad thing. So I associate this with falling in love, and this is not a negative card in that sense. Falling in love is not a bad thing, but usually it doesn't have very positive meanings. In May, there might be some sort of message that might transform your whole life. No, what type of message, I have no idea. Let's say that you're working and the company in which you work has decided that it needs to cut costs, so they're going to let go of, I don't know, 5,000 workers worldwide, something like that, and that might be that message. Could be that. I don't know if it's that. Okay, I have no idea. Some sort of message that can bring a big transformation in your life. But this could be, and I'm seeing the other cards, could be another type of message. Let's say that the message is, honey, I'm pregnant. Now, this really brings transformation to your entire life, and this might feel like you're not grounded. I'm that this changes and transforms your entire life uh, uh, in a way that you don't feel prepared. You don't feel prepared to this change. Okay, so it's not necessarily negative. In June, that's why in June you're gonna find out why I said pregnancy before. In June you have the Ten of Cups and the Death card. The Death card is a positive card. It means transformation. And the Ten of Cups is happiness and the family environment. So a transformation within your family unit, within the couple or within the couple, and if you already have kids, a transformation within your own family. So again, it might mean another baby, another child, or it might mean your first kid, your first child. Not necessarily, but it's something very visible within the family, okay, within the couple even. Some sort of transformation, and I would not say it's negative. I would not read it as that, but you might feel it, or you might be worrying about it. Whatever it is, you might be worrying about it. So this is June. In July, you have the Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Again, there are several different interpretations. So let's say you're worried, you're so worried. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You're in your head. You're in your head. And you're having very negative thoughts, and you don't feel able to move and to take action of any kind. And like, oh my God, I'm gonna do. Imagine that there's a new kid. There's like the possibility of a new child. Like, what am I going to do? I don't have enough money. We don't have enough money. I'm going to pay the house. I'm gonna how are we going to have money for a new kid? And we're gonna have to pay this and that. Could be that, negative thoughts, stress. Stress could be that, or it could be like a period of seclusion, of isolation. Um, it could be, a period of seclusion and isolation, but more like on a mental and emotional side. You're feeling alone. You're feeling like no one is around you or something like that. Or it could actually mean that you cannot move for a while. Let's say you get sick. Could be something as simple as the flu, but you have to be in bed for a while. And being an Aries they like to move. They move around. They don't like to be stuck in one place. They hate that. They don't like to have their movements restricted in any way. They hate it. So that's why they might be, or you might be feeling depressed because, oh, I hate this. I have to stay in bed for like a week or 2 weeks. I hate it. I hate it so much. Could be that. Could be something like that. Because you're ill, so you have to stay in bed, or even in the hospital. I don't know. Okay, I'm giving all possibilities. So it could be that, or it could be like because you're an Aries. And Aries sometimes they drive too fast, or they like to go climb mountains and do radical sports, something dumb like that. But you find it very fun. It's fun. It's not dumb, but let's say you might have like a minor accident, so that's why you need to stay in bed and rest for a while. Could be that. I'm not saying that's going to happen. Okay. Okay, don't freak out. In August, you have the Ten of Swords and the King of Wands. Again, a card representing you. I'm feeling that this reading is more towards men than women. I don't know, just having that masculine vibe. Anyway, the Ten of Swords usually signifies that something has come to a conclusion. Could be a painful ending of some kind. Imagine that like this might be like the last month of work, or if you're within a relationship, um, this is the month where that relationship ends. Some sort of ending that brings with it a pain, emotional pain, stress. But after this ends, whatever it is, the light will come in, and you feel better, you feel lighter. And again, the King of Wands appeared. To me, it represents you. It represents Aries. So this finalization of something has to do with you. It has to do with your own life. So this is August and September. The cards that came out were the Queen of Clubs and the Seven of Wands. So the Queen of Clubs represents a female energy, a woman in her late 30s or after 40s, 40 years of age, or not necessarily, could be younger. Someone again from the sign of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So if you're a woman who's an Aries and you're watching this video, it represents you. So you could be like in defending your principles during these months. In September, you're defending something. You're defending something which is extremely important to you, whatever it is. Could be within your relationship, within your work environment, or even defending a creative project, for instance. Let's say you've created something and you want to publish it, whatever it is, and the people who publish it say, okay, but you have to change this, you have to cut this, or you have to change whatever, and you're defending your work and you're saying, no, it goes out exactly as I have created it. I'm not going to cut anything out. It's going to be like this. So you're defending your work. Could be that. Or if you're a guy, you might meet a woman like this, and this woman is very popular, is very charismatic, is fiery, again, like you. Everyone wants to be around her. She's like the life of the party. She's very sexy, you know. And because of this, because she's very popular, she's got a lot of admirers. So you have to fight to get her attention. You have to fight them off, you know, just to be picked by her. It could be like that. Or if you're a guy, you could be fighting with a woman like this. Okay, let's say if in the past there's some sort of disconnection, you've divorced, or a relationship which has ended, you might be quarreling with this woman for whatever reason. Could be that. So this is September. And October, you have the Star, Major Arcana, and another Major Arcana, the Devil. It might be a month where you have faith in your abilities to overcome some sort of addiction. This addiction could be of the you eat in a certain way and you're like addicted to a certain type of food or to food in general, and you know you should eat differently, so you might start and make dietary changes, for instance, or you might be addicted to alcohol, or it could be gambling, it could be anything, okay, or even any type of thing, and you're obsessing about it, and maybe this is the month where you really have the ability and the self-belief and the faith to make changes and overcome this addiction, whatever it is, or this obsession with something. Could the less the in a more negative way is, even though you have faith, you find it very difficult to overcome this addiction or this obsessive type of thinking, which sometimes is an addiction at this moment, but maybe in a few more months, or in another time, but not necessarily right now. But at least you kind of start. This is October. In November, the cards that came out for you were the Death card. Again, I reiterate, this is not a bad card. And after this one, this is a very positive card. Before this one, there's the Ace of Cups. So, this transformation, this means transformation, is very positive, is of an emotional kind. This might mean, like, again, a new baby, a new love. This might mean a new love, which would be interesting. And this is in November, right? Because in September you had like a quarrel. Maybe you had a quarrel with a woman, a Leo, an Aries, or Sagittarius. And in this month, in November, you're falling in love with someone different. Or if it's not that, you met someone in September and you're falling in love with, or realizing that you're falling in love with this person in November. It could be many things. So some sort of new love, could be a new baby, you know, a birth, an offering which changes your whole life. The transformation can also be spiritual, because this is a very spiritual card as well. Like a fine God, could be that. So November is very positive for you. And December, you have again two major arcana. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess. If you've started some sort of something spiritual on November, you're continuing that discovery during this month of December. So it could be like you're starting, for instance, how do you say, studying the occult or the esoterical arts, astrology, tarot, the runes, something, numerology, whatever it is, you're studying something which belongs in the realm of the occult. So it could be that. So like a new spiritual path, but you're keeping it quiet, you're keeping it to yourself, you're doing it, but this kind of changes your whole life, but it could be like in a more interior way. Could be that. Or if it's a new relationship which you started the month before, you're keeping this relationship quiet, you're keeping it a secret, you're keeping it to yourself. It could be that. If it's a baby, you're keeping this change, this big transformation quiet, you're keeping it to yourself. You're not telling the other members of the family, extended family, oh, we're gonna have a baby or something like that. Or it could be something new, different. Another meaning could be that a secret that comes about changes your whole life. A secret which comes to light during this month of December. Well, 2016. This is the reading that I have for you, Aries. I hope you have a great year. If you'd like a private consultation with me, please send an email to duniazad@gmail.com. I will be delighted to work with you. All my interpretations are written by me in English or in Portuguese if you prefer. Thank you very much.